Hi guys, this is Shelly from Studio 74 USA. I'm going to show you today how to make these cute little book page. They're called corner bookmarks is what they usually call them, but they call them several different things. But I'm gonna show you a couple little tricks with these and how I make them. They're not new, and it's not my idea by any means. Just something that I wanted to show you, and something we're gonna put in our Halloween journal. I did add a signature to this, guys. There was 4, now there's 5, with 5 pages each. So it should be 50 pages altogether once you double them for both sides. I'd like to give this little Halloween journal away at the end of the month on October 31st. I'd like to have a drawing afternoon, and if I can reach 100 subscribers. So if you're passing through and see me, I would love for you to subscribe. No comment is necessary. I'm just getting started and wanting to grow my YouTube channel and make some crafty friends. There's so many really great people out there that's doing this, and I love it. I've watched and learned for the last 3 or 4 years, and finally ready to do some videos. So at the end, we'll do a complete flip through of that journal of what you'll get. If I don't reach that 100 by October 31st and it carries on into November, then I will give the winner a choice of either that journal or another one that will have that doesn't have to do with Halloween, because I understand it won't be the season then. So one reason why I don't have these signatures in right now, I wanted to decorate this as we go with you guys. You could decorate it with it in, but these are removable at this point, can be moved around, juggled around, and be able to craft on them. So at one of our tutorials will be the binding of the journal. So we have a couple different options to do that. So today I wanted to do these little bookmark for the corners of the pages. This is so simple, guys. I think sometimes we all get stuck, all of us, no matter how long you've been doing it, get stuck on the idea that everything has to be real fancy and extreme and lots of different supplies. But just want to kind of start off slow here, and if you're a beginner or intermediate or even advanced, you can still come back to this and rework it a little bit, and remember that, hey, the simple things are good too. So here is the supply list. I'm going to try to have one of these every time I do a video as much as possible, because I have a real hard time with that myself. I see all these wonderful videos, and then I have to try to gather myself and nitpick and see what all I needed for that project, which is to no fault of their own. The videos that I've seen, it's something of my fault. So I'm kind of disorganized a little bit sometimes. So for this one, all we're going to need is some scrap paper pieces. They can be solids, decorated, really any kind that you want. I'm going to have a couple different examples here. Some scissors or a metal ruler and glue. Those are the very basic options. If you want the stamping pads, the sewing, and the decorations are all optional, but that's where you can use your creativity and make it into something that's your own. So I'll put that in the description as well so that you guys will know. So I pulled this page out. It's pretty, it's a nice page. It's got lots of color to it already, black and white. I love that combination. But this is something very simple that can dress it up. And here's one of your little book page corner here, bookmarks. And all I've done is take a scrap piece of paper, and this one is actually glued for those of you who don't want to sew or you don't want to fold it. I've got those options too, but this is the glue. You will see that it kind of sticks out just a tad here, but it doesn't really bother anything. It's gonna actually look like it's more of a tab too, so that's not a bad thing. It adds a little color. But I've got a cute little pumpkin stamp on there, and on the other side, we could do another stamp. So let's show you how we can do these. So there's your glue. All that is a triangle, okay? Is a square piece of paper, equal on all sides. The triangle, this has got just a little corner off of it. But this one's glued, and all you would do with that is take this triangle, 1/2 of the square, fold it over completely. Now, you know, that little piece is gone. I just didn't, when I cut it, I tore it off. So, and there it is. You could still use this if you wanted to. And all you do is put your small little bead of glue right here. And make sure it's glued really good. And then I'll go on and glue this one just for the purposes of it. And I'm doing this video again. I had done it once. If you had seen it, I'm sorry. But the orientation on it was was wrong. I actually got it facing the right way this time, but the orientation was wrong. So I tried to look it up and see how to edit that. And I'm sure I will learn in the future. But right now I'm just trying to get the videos out and trying to make some friends and get y'all on my YouTube channel. But the editing, please bear with me. I will get to that. I probably don't have it open all the way. I have my little bitty mini glue at my other desk. So I didn't bring it with me. So this one is a little bit bigger than I would have liked. You need a tiny, tiny strip of glue there. I have so many supplies, guys, that I could open a store. I'm not joking. I have a desk in the living room, a desk in my bedroom, and a desk here in the closet. So I have a lot of stuff. That's why I love being in one of my junk journaling groups, and I'll talk about that a little bit on the next video and tell y'all about that. I really love that and being involved in that. So anyway, here, this is glued now, and so it can go on. You know, it can, you would really want that piece on there, but see, it still works. You could even decorate it. I'll tell you what, we can decorate it right now and get rid of that little, flaw. Another way to decorate it. I'm sure we all have these. These are from the Dollar Tree. You get them in big sheets, you know. These little jewels. I think I'll use the gold. I had some gold. The ones, I don't know where I put them. Well, let's just use the pink ones then. I had some little gold ones too, but they're probably right under my nose and I can't see it. But we can potentially just cover up that little faux pas there, and these have really good sticky backs, so I'm not really worried about it. But if you're worried about it staying on for any significant length of time, then just use a glue of your choice. Or see, there's the sticky part coming off. I don't know if I'm going to be able. Let's just set that to the side and get another one. See, real life, people, real life. It all happens to us. We all run into little oopsies. You just work around it. You just keep going and you'll find a fix. I've heard so many of the other crafters that I love watching say, you know, it's just paper. It's just, you know, you move on and you find a way to cover it up, or it's not that big of a deal, and it's really not. And I try to use supplies that are just super cheap, or I'm not doing a good job here showing y'all how, now there we go, taking this off, but okay. And then we'll just put it right there, and it kind of covers up that, and you never know that there wasn't a piece there. So there you go. And so you could put more on that side just to equal it up, but it adds something to the page, and it was that simple. That's the point of this video is if you're in a rut and you're not coming up with any ideas and you just think it has to be super fancy, go back to some of your simple things, guys. It really doesn't, it helps. So here's what I wanted to show you now. I have some extra pieces of paper. Okay, your square. Now this one is going to be, this is the ruler. I don't measure things, guys, a whole lot. So, you know, I mean, unless I absolutely have to, if it calls for it, it has to be perfect. But this one really doesn't. So say you have this piece of paper and it's more of a rectangle shape and it's not a square. And, you know, a square needs to be equal on all sides. Well, it's real simple. All you do, I'm sorry if I'm not in frame. I've got this turned the other way, so hoping this is all going to be in a good form for you guys. So you just fold it right to the edge, matching, and there's your square. All of those are going to be equal on all four sides. So you can either cut or you can use your metal ruler to tear it. Don't go buy expensive tearing rulers and stuff like that unless you like the ones that have the edges on them that are you know, they're made to look different specifically. It's really, I mean, if you're starting out and just trying to save some money, that's one of my tips there. Don't just find you a metal ruler at the thrift store, at a hardware store on clearance or something, and they tear just as well and really nice. And it gives you that, worn edge. That's what this one was. See how that edge is worn? It's just because it was torn with that metal ruler. So here we go. We've got our square. And I apologize, guys, for my hands. I know that looks awful. I've been dyeing paper all day, all weekend, actually. My coffee dye, my bohemian papers, I love them. We'll do some of that on another video, and I'll show you all that. I love those. Those are my favorite papers. Here's one where I did like a greenish, a yellow mixed with the blue and got kind of a bright greenish. I love to dye my own papers, and it's so much fun and another way to save money. So now here's the way to fold this. This is an example of the origami fold for your bookmark corner there. So you've got it in a triangle. You take this one and you fold it down to where that point is just touching the edge there. Real nice and creased. Now you could use your bone folder or something if you wanted to, or just, you know, like that. This is my little cutter, just the edge of it, and it'll, you know, make it good and creased if you wanted to. You can have your dog hair. Sorry, I've got a zoo here too. Just your fingernails are fine. And then take this up, fold it on that line, and you're going to tuck this one in right behind. And this is all going to enclose itself, and you won't need any glue, any sewing, any nothing. So, take this one inside, tuck it in. Now, with this fold, you are going to get that middle part that shows. I just think that adds character. See how that shows? If you had some colored paper that was on, like double-sided, like this kind of paper, double-sided scrapbook paper, that would be kind of neat because you would get to see the different patterns in there. And so here it is finished, and you could just put it right there. And we can use these as tucks. You can use them as tucks, top or bottom, either one, doesn't matter. You can put a little coupon there, a little ticket. They work just fine. Now this is going to have a little bit more bulk, but excuse me, it's not going to add too much. It's going to stick it, you know, and again, it's going to look like a little tab to your page as well as decorating it a little bit. Now, here's the thing. On this other side, you could choose to leave it as the full square, and it can tuck there too, okay? Or if you don't like that, you could always just flip this over and glue it down, and it is still going to be a tuck. So, still going to tuck in just like that. And I love miniature things. Miniature things and bohemian, and you'll learn a lot about me as we do all this. So that's just something simple. You don't have a lot of time. You're working, and I'm blessed to be able to do this from home most of the time now. And my husband allows, you know, we're finally at that point. But so this is just something really, really neat and simple that you can do, and you can decorate it. And I had done this video before, so I had done a couple of things. Here's where I sewed it. This is where all I did was, you know, I'm not going to do this one fully. It's really mini, but I had folded my square down. Okay. Say that, and then I tore it or I cut it. Okay, that's how I did this one right here. And then you just fold it over to make your whole triangle front and back. Now you could make this up for a mini journal and it'll work just fine. You know, you could even put it on. You could even decorate a little. See what I'm saying? You could decorate that. Okay, so you do all kinds of things with this. But what I did is all I did was a little straight stitch of some sort, just right around the outside of it there, and then I decorated this one with a bat's stamp and some little stickles. And there you have that, and see how cute that is. See how it just adds something to it for your eyes to look at. And then on this side, I just did the pumpkin. So that's what I have the stamps out for. I also wanted to show you all, I had done this. I'll put this one back up here. I had done this to show ribbon. Dollar Tree has ribbons during the seasons of all different kinds, guys, for $1. I mean, and they really have some nice ones. You know, you have to get there pretty much when the stuff comes out. It goes fast, but you don't need to be spending a whole bunch. But you could put that little ribbon on there and glue it on, and it'd be a little sunflower there to decorate it with. That's just super cute. Use your painty papers. We all have these too. This is from a jelly print. Again, you would just fold this over to make your square. You could tear it with your ruler. Just line it up there and just tear it nice and easy. And see, that's what you do when you get it off. Line, there we go. And I'm probably just going to have to cut that. See, real time again, real time, people. So there it is. You could choose to cut it in half, and then you'd have 2 matching corners. So you could just do this and do them both. Sew them. I would sew them. I love to sew in my journals, and there you go. And there's another one, and they could match on the page. Okay, once you got it sewn, there you go. Could go there, and then this one, same thing. You just fold it over. So you could glue them. You could glue them. See, there you go. And then there they match on that page. I'll go back and finish these and add them to the page that we're going to give this journal we're going to give away. I just wanted to do this quick video and get it uploaded for you guys. Remember to use your stickles, your stamps, your markers. You could draw on them. You got the origami fold. You've got the sewing. You've got the glue. So any option that you feel comfortable doing that works. So that's all I have for today on this one. Super simple, easy, and sometimes if you go back to these, it gets your your creativity sparked again. And sometimes that's what you have to do. Just try to think, well, maybe I don't need to be so complicated, and we all get in those ruts. If you if you like this video and you'd like to see some more and be entered for the drawing on this cute little journal, I'm going to give this away on October 31st at noon if I get 100 subscribers by that time. And if I don't, then we'll just carry it on into the next month, and I'll give the winner an option of this one or another one that will be more seasonal at that time. I really appreciate you guys. I thank you for stopping in. My name's Shelly. I'm on Instagram, YouTube here, Studio 74 USA, Facebook, Studio 74 USA. I do all kinds of crafts. I'm a mixed media artist. I do wreaths. I do sewing, crochet. I do all kinds of stuff. So, we'll just have fun together and get into all kinds of crafts. And leave me a comment if you have anything you want to say, or if there's something you'd like to see me do. I'd be glad to do it. And again, I thank you all for your time, and have a great evening. Bye-bye.